Welcome back, Nerd Squad. My name is Roya Destroya, and this is Top 10 Nerd. Fan theories are a lot of fun, even though they sometimes border on the ridiculous. Because you guys enjoyed our part 1 so much, today we are looking at even more theories surrounding the Caped Crusader. So let's take a look at the top 10 Batman fan theories, part 2. Number 10 spot, the Joker is metahuman. Seriously, this guy's been drowned, stabbed, made to listen to my singing, beaten, everything awful, and he's still kicking. One explanation that has been offered for this is he's not human, but rather the accident that bleached his skin triggered a latent metagene in his DNA to switch on. DC even had a whole miniseries called The Invasion, dedicated to explaining how people could suffer such traumatic incidents and develop superpowers. So the next time someone asks you if you were dropped on your head as a baby, tell them, yeah, that's how I got my superpowers. Coming in at number 9, Bane was trying to help Batman. Dark Knight Rises viewers will pick up on Bane constantly referring to a plan of some sort, without really going into what this plan is. Some people have begun to wonder if his plan had noble intentions. Sure, he was painted as the villain, but perhaps he was actually doing Gotham a favor while secretly acting against the League of Shadows. He's constantly trying to pull the Bat back into the spotlight, and even his famous back-breaking incident can be seen as him forcing Batman back into the role of the city's protector, because they sure as hell need one. Next at number 8, Bruce owns Gotham's HVAC systems. This seemingly basic theory was something started by players of the Arkham video games. They noticed that all the ventilation systems Batman traveled through were unusually large enough to fit a grown man inside. Well, wouldn't it make sense if Bruce Wayne bought out all the ventilation companies and made the vents to his liking so he could sneak around Gotham? Yeah, simple as that. Right in line with the Lex Luthor cell phone theory. Check out our Superman fan theories for that one. In the number 7 spot, Batgirl was supposed to be in Dark Knight Rises. This one is a little far-fetched, but you probably noticed there was a young girl part of the Gordon family in the movie The Dark Knight. Well, the daughter is Barbara Gordon, who goes on to become Batgirl, and the reason she was kept in the background may have been so they didn't have to commit to an actress for Batgirl, which means that they were planning to put her in a movie, so perhaps if Heath Ledger hadn't passed and the next film was completely different, she would have been in it. Coming in at number 6, we have Criminals for Hire. We are shown several times, like in Batman Year 1, that Bruce doesn't want to run a company, he wants to beat the bad guys. In order to save Wayne Enterprises from bankruptcy, the higher-ups hired costumed actors to portray villains to draw him back to Gotham and hence back into the company. Kind of explains why the guy rarely loses against the biggest and baddest foes, and why those foes never get caught by officials time and time again. Next up at number 5, the Joker is a virus. The theory goes that the Joker isn't a particular person, but rather a virus that infects a host, or even a spirit or ghost to get even spookier. This would explain why the Joker seems to have a different story every time we see him, and why nobody can seem to figure out his backstory. Something similar actually happened in Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. Rather, it was a microchip containing his essence implanted in Tim Drake's head after the Joker's death. Up next at number 4, Batman is actually the villain. We can say that Batman is more than a little obsessed with bringing justice to the enemies of Gotham. But here's the question, which was once posed in the animated series: did the criminals create Batman, or did Batman create the criminals? Why does he always leave them alive and put them away in shoddy facilities where they can constantly escape? He knows that his methods keep crime happening, and if crime keeps happening, he gets to keep being Batman. In the number 3 spot, the Joker has a superpower. Yep, some people theorize that the villain is not just insanely smart or smartly insane, but that he actually has a superpower. A power any professional comedian or clown would literally kill for. The power of a perfect sense of timing. This is evidenced by the fact that he always seems to be just on time. Whether it's for escaping in the nick of time or arriving just when he needs to, he always seems to be in the right place at the right time for whatever he's got in the works. Coming in at number 2, the Joker is Robin. In Batman vs Superman, it seems implied that the Joker killed Robin by the message left on the Robin suit, but there could be a different meaning to that joke. Maybe Robin was the Joker all along. This is further supported by the bullet holes in the costume matching the scars on Jared Leto's Joker, as well as the bird tattoo on his arm, presumably a robin. Finally, the presence of the J tattoo under his eye matches one that marked Jason Todd in the Injustice video games. And finally, in the number 1 spot, Batman killed his parents. We need to start off here by remembering that the multiverse is a thing, and that many universes exist in the world of DC. So traveling between universes does happen, but under one timeline. Now picture this. Batman has just defeated some ultimate evil of the multiverse and finds himself transported for whatever reason back in time to a universe where he encounters a younger version of himself, out with his parents. He has a choice now. He can walk away and prevent Batman from ever existing, meaning the ultimate threat would go undefeated defeated by Batman in the end, or he can kill his parents, creating Batman and ultimately saving the universe in the end. Yes, it's convoluted, but it's also garnered a lot of attention as one of those far-out theories that still holds a shred of plausibility. Gotta love the internet. So those were the top 10 Batman fan theories part 2. Let me know in the comment section down below what fan theories you want next. My name is Rory Destroya, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another nerdy list.